Hopefully you're going to be able to clear up how you can see how the rotation works when you're looking at a shape and how it's rotating different ways. So here if we look at this triangle right here, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and I'm going to go counterclockwise, so this direction. So here I've measured out a 90-degree angle using a protractor, and you will see that the blue line comes to here, and the other end of the blue line when you go to the 90-degree angle comes out here. So if I was rotating this point, just this point, 3 to 90 degrees, it would end up right here. So I'm going to draw right here so you can see where that point is. So it'll be right there. Another way to visualize this is if you have an imaginary circle with the center at the origin, because that's where we're rotating from for this example. So if I take this circle and I extend it like this, you will see that if I make the circle go through this point 3, 2, the 90-degree angle will come and meet the outside of this circle at negative 2, 3. So you will see that if this shape was rotating, so just imagine that the circle is here because it's not normally there. You can't see it when you're looking at rotating shapes. So if you visualize this point is just simply moving around this imaginary circle with the center at 0, 0 right here. It's moving right here and it's going 90 degrees in the counterclockwise direction. Now you'll see some people have been asking, well, how do I know if it's going clockwise or counterclockwise? Well, in this example, I'm telling you I want it to go 90 degrees counterclockwise to here. But this is the exact same as doing a clockwise rotation of this distance, which would actually be 360 take away 90, because there's 360 degrees in a circle. So if I was going counterclockwise, this would be, sorry, clockwise, not counterclockwise. If I was going clockwise and you went this direction, you would be going negative 270 degrees. So a 90-degree turn in the counterclockwise direction is the exact same as a clockwise rotation at negative 270. So now if we look here, so this point has gone 90 degrees counterclockwise to here. And you can see that's where the new point would be at negative 2, 3. So if I was to write that as neat as I can, negative 2, comma 3. Sorry, it's kind of messy. So negative 2, comma 3. You will see also that when you look at the cheat sheet for transformation rules that you got with the quilt assignment, when I'm going 90 degrees counterclockwise, it says you swap the coordinates and change the sign of the new x coordinate to its opposite, which does make sense because if I swap this coordinate, it would become 2, 3, and then change the coordinate to its opposite for the x, and it would become negative 2, 3. So that's why that happens. Okay, so you can do the same thing with the other 2 points on this triangle since I'm wanting to rotate the whole shape 90 degrees counterclockwise. So if you look at this one, we have the point at 5, 4, and if we follow the line, you will see here that it goes up to here and it goes to the point 5, 4. Now if I look at the other end where it actually passes through a line, you will see that it does pass through the line right here at negative 4, 5. So I would put a point right here, and my coordinate would be at negative 4, 5. Now once again to visualize, if I put a circle here on the origin and I go around the whole circle like this, you will see that my point 5, 4 does go through the circle here, and then if I go 90 degrees counterclockwise, you will see it does in fact end up right here at negative 4, 5. Now you'll notice the circle is bigger for the second point, which makes sense because that point is further from the origin. If you look at the length of how far it is, it's further from the origin than this first point was. So of course the circle it is moving around would in fact be a larger circle. And then you see here if we do the last point, so if you look at 90 degrees here, you'll see this point goes through here at 5, 1. And if you followed along the next point it goes through would be here at negative 1, 5. Sorry, it's not entirely precise, but it's pretty close, so it will be at negative 1, 5. Oops, negative 1, 5. So that's where that point would move to when it's rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise. So now if I just take this out of the way so you can't see that, we have these 3 points. And if I connect these 3 points, you'll see that these points are still 3 apart, which they were over here. So these two, this is the way that it's rotated, where this is kind of going and it's now here. So these are 3 apart. And then these ones are 2 apart going that way, which if you look here, those were 2 apart, so that's where that has moved to. And then this one is going through 2 squares, not precisely through the middle necessarily, but it goes through the 2 squares, and if you look there, it does the same. So when you're rotating shapes, once again, it doesn't change the shape of the object that you're moving, like doesn't change the size of this shape. It would just be turning, essentially, is what's happening with rotation. So it's taking the shape and it's turning it. So if I took this shape like I just did, and this was the 3 points with this triangle, when I rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, this is where it would end up. And this is how that whole sheet works out when you look at the 90 degrees counterclockwise. If you look at the way the points get swapped, like the coordinates are swapped and the x-coordinate is in fact changing signs, which does make sense because we were in quadrant 1 and now we've moved into quadrant 2 where the x-coordinates are negative. So that's why the x-coordinates have swapped. So hopefully that makes a little more sense about how the rotations work. I can make a couple more videos, but hopefully you can now visualize how these shapes are actually moving on an imaginary circle that would be 360 degrees if you went all the way around, but we're only moving part of the way around based on the amount of degrees that I've asked you to turn the shape, which I said in this one was 90 degrees counterclockwise.